we're at the DIY Skin Bar in the Skinhouse, and Alexis is going to walk us through a DIY treatment. So thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so excited. So what's step one here?
So step one, you've already washed your hands, which of course you want to start with clean hands when we're washing our face. So the next I'm going to get you to put on the headband and the scrunchies. So the headband is just going to keep the hair out of your face, and the scrunchies are just so the water doesn't drip down.
Okay.
So step two, I want you to just tell me a little bit about your skin and your skin goals and any concerns that you may have.
Okay, so my biggest concern is my under eye circles. They're very dark. They've always been that way. Other than that, I don't really deal with acne. My skin's a little on the drier side. So I guess just brightness and moisturization.
Perfect. All right, so we're gonna start with our first cleanse. I'm gonna go ahead and grab our product. So this is gonna help brighten the skin, but it's a really great makeup remover. So it's a creamy cleanser. We're gonna start dry hands, dry face. I'm gonna get you to go ahead and have your hand out. I'm gonna give you a few pumps. And then I want you to go ahead and work it into your hands, and then we're gonna work it into the face, and we're gonna go in upward motions. We wanna go in upward motions just because we don't wanna drag the skin down.
Right.
That can cause premature aging, and we don't want that.
Really? Does it really matter that much?
It does,
it is really
because it literally, basically like the muscles in your face are, whatever you do to them, they're going to do that on their own.
Wow.
So you really wanna work up, and then as far as like, just dragging down, creating more wrinkles, more fine lines. You just don't want to do that. And then for our first removal, we're just going to go in with some 4x4s. So I want you to just dip them in water, wring out any excess, and then you're going to use that to remove. And again, upward motions as well.
Okay.
I always preach using either an oil cleanser or a creamy cleanser as opposed to a makeup wipe, just because makeup wipes can be so abrasive, and they're also really not good for the planet either. And I feel like with a creamy cleanser and oil cleanser, you can get the makeup off a lot easier. It's just gonna melt away anything that's on your face, as well as oil, any dirt, debris, all of that. So then we're gonna go on with our second cleanse. So this is Glymex Idyllic Cleanser. So this is going to add some exfoliation to the skin with mandelic acid, but it's super gentle, but it's a nice foamy cleanser. It's not gonna dry you out anymore. And we're just gonna do a few pumps of this. And then you want to add water to this one.
Okay.
So definitely go ahead, dip it in. Work it in, and we're gonna do the same thing, upward motions. And then with this one, you can definitely go in little tiny circles on the cheeks as well as the nose. And that's just gonna help break up any oil, debris in those areas as well. So next, we're gonna use a hot towel. This is everyone's favorite part.
Oh, I bet.
All right, so what I want you to do is take it, wrap it right around your head, and then you're just gonna press it into your face, let the steam work in, and then we'll work on removal afterwards. Corners of the towel, and then you can use that to remove the rest of the cleanser. Perfect.
Use the mascara.
Yeah. Perfect.
It's crazy to see just how much still comes off.
And sometimes I even recommend like triple cleansing if you wear like sunscreen, makeup, all of that, just because sometimes too it's just not enough. So next we're gonna go into our toner step. So we're gonna be using CBD mist from Glymed. This is, of course, has CBD in it. It also has a little bit of aloe and niacinamide in it, so it's really gonna help balance the skin and hydrate the skin. And we like this to just refresh the face. So I'm gonna get you to lean forward just a little bit. Spray's a little strong. Yeah.
I bet everybody.
Everyone flinches. It's funny.
You can't help it.
All right, and then we're gonna go in with our custom mask now.
Okay.
This is super hydrating, but it also has some enzymes in it, so it's gonna give you that exfoliation benefit without making you super sensitive. And it's always fun because it's a green mask.
Ooh.
I want you to just paint it on your face. You can go however you want, just make sure it's nice and even.
Okay.
And then if you have some left over, you can always bring it down your neck as well.
I love that, because I do put makeup on my neck every day.
And we always want to bring our skincare down to our neck too. I always say put it on the neck palms of the backs of the hands, the chest as well, because those show aging a lot sooner than your face will. And everyone forgets to put it down, especially like sunscreen and stuff. Like always bringing it down to your neck, chest, and the backs of your hands. So now we're gonna work on the removal process. So with this one, I'm actually gonna get you to dip your fingers in the water for me. And then I want you to just emulsify the mask. It'll kind of turn, into like a silky, almost oily texture. And this is just gonna help with removal. Perfect.
It's interesting because I feel like the mask never really dries. Like usually you get a mask, like cheap one at the store, and dry.
And that's how you know it's like super drying, or it's more so for oily skin. It's gonna suck out all the oils, whereas this one is super nourishing.
Yes, love that.
Perfect. And then we're gonna go first in with some 4x4s just to remove as much green as we can. And we're gonna do the same thing, perfect. And then we get to go in with another hot towel.
Oh my gosh. And you would think in this heat you wouldn't want a hot towel on your face, but you do.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
promise you do.
It is so refreshing. So we're gonna do the exact same thing we did as we removed with the second cleanse. Wrap it around and then just press it in the center of your face. Let the steam work into the skin. Alright, so next we're gonna go back in with our CBD mist one more time before we go in with our serum. So it's just gonna prep the skin.
Not gonna jump this time.
1, 2, 3. Perfect. First serum I'm gonna go in with is our active serum. So this is from It's Clinical. This is a really great retinol alternative. It has a little bit of salicylic and glycolic in it, but it's all naturally derived, naturally sourced, so it's really, really gentle. And I'm just gonna get you to hold out your hand, and we're gonna do just a couple drops. And what I want you to do is just take your hand and just pat it on the skin and make sure you distribute it perfect. And this is gonna help it go a long way. All right, so next we're gonna go in with a hydrating serum. So this is Restoring Fulvic Elixir from Glymed. So this has some antioxidants in it, so it's going to help protect against the sun. This is also great for acne-prone skin just because it has some great antimicrobial properties. So this one we're gonna pat between our hands, and then we're gonna pat it in our face. And you really wanna pat your skincare in just because rubbing it is gonna disturb the skin, as well as like it'll interrupt the penetration of the product, and this way you know you're pushing it into the skin. Next, we're gonna go in with our eye cream. This is going to help regenerate the skin under the eye. So it's gonna help with dark circles, it's gonna help with fine lines and wrinkles, as well as preventing those. Let me give you a little pump. We're gonna go on the ring finger. Don't need a lot at all. And you're gonna tap it between your fingers and then tap it under your eyes, and we go from out to in.
Out to in, why is that?
So that's gonna help drain the eye. That's gonna help with puffiness, as well as not dragging. So that creates premature lines and wrinkles as well.
Oh, wow.
And then for your cream, we're gonna go in with Glymet's peptide cream. So this is gonna infuse the skin with peptides. It's gonna plump the skin, gonna hydrate the skin. They call this their Botox in the bottle because it's really, really plumping, really hydrating. Awesome. And a great anti-aging cream as well. A little bit goes a long way. And with this, we're gonna distribute it between our hands, and then we're gonna pat into the skin just to distribute it everywhere. Perfect. And then we're gonna go in those upward motions just to make sure it is absorbed properly.
I feel like once you do this, like you're never gonna be able to take off your makeup the same way.
I swear, no. Once you learn how to do it properly, which is another like way we love to incorporate the DIY bar, it's just education. Like a lot of people are looking to get education on as far as skincare, as far as how to apply products, and this is just a really great service to do that as well.
Yeah, and customized
Yes,
too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So next we're gonna go on with sunscreen. So we're gonna use our Color Science. This is 100% mineral based, and it basically takes the place of makeup.
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna go on with our Flex in shade medium. And I'm first gonna apply this to your hand, And then I'm gonna give you a nice line fill. It comes out white, but as you rub it in, it'll start to develop the color. And then I'm gonna mix in a little bit of glow too. That's gonna add a really nice iridescent glow to the skin. So how I want you to start is just kind of warm it up in your hand, and you'll see the color start to develop and get a little bit darker. And once it's ready, you can apply it to the rest of the face. Just distribute it everywhere on your face. Perfect.
Any certain way to do that?
Nope, you can just wipe it right on the face. Perfect. And this, like I said, is going to take the place of makeup. This is basically like the foundation of the makeup.
Nice.
We're going to use our Total Eye. So this is a 3-in-1 product. It is a sunscreen, it is a concealer, as well as an eye treatment. So this is going to help over time with dark circles, lines, and wrinkles as well. And with this, you only need half a pump. So we're going to take that much for both of your eyes. A little bit goes a long way, perfect. And you're just going to use that and pat it right under your eyes. Our last step for makeup, that is sunscreen. We're gonna go on with our blush, which is our color bomb. So I'm going to give you just the tiniest bit. A little bit goes a long way. And I want you to rub it in between your fingers just to kind of warm it up a little bit and get the product malleable.
There we go. It's kind of like clay a little bit.
And then you can use that and pat it on the cheeks.
Okay, we need some blending, girl. Yeah.
And then we are going to go in with one last little spritz of the CBD mist, because this can also be used as a setting spray. So one last little spritz. There you go. All right, and you're all set.
I feel so fresh. Thank you.
You're welcome.